the heart of Cheshire lies the town of Northwich. Most of the people who live here are working class members of society. The skyline is dominated by the vast array of industrial chemical plants, which are the main source of employment to its inhabitants. If anyone from outside Cheshire has heard of Northwich, it's probably because of ICI, which owns all these industrial eyesores. Or it could be the fact that the charlatans are from this town. Or because relatively new indie band, Sust, are exploding out of a gig hall near you.
Okay, you cool cats, this is Ray Savage.
I'm Nathan Kitchen from a band Sust. Crazy rockers from Northwich. Just play solid gold rock and roll in a dive near you. The very first gig we did, that was the second gig, that was quite high profile. But the first one we did was in this place called Denton or what was it called?
Some such place.
Something beginning with D and ending with on.
Yeah.
And it was a little pub, and we had to do 2 sets for 20 minutes each.
Right.
One at about 9:30, one about 11:30. And we played to a record company, and amazingly they signed us after that.
So when was the first single released then?
I haven't got a clue. No, it was about, I think it was March 96. Yeah, March 96.
Yeah,
and it
quite well in the indie.
It did, yes. Number 4 in the indie charts. It was called Never Wanna See Your Face. And it had a girl on the cover. And you couldn't see her face. We were that crazy. No, but and everybody loved that single.
Yeah.
Like, people really liked it, and we hated it. But like, it was probably the best song we had at the time, and that wasn't saying much.
Right.
So
now it's
and it's
play that again.
Yeah. Very, hey, I like that. Yeah. And now redundant from the set completely. Yet people still, it's like a request thing.
Insisted on the classics.
It is. It's a veritable. It's a modern day classic. It's a Sust classic. Something people assimilate with the word Sust. Never want to see your face.
Yes.
Alright.
So many singles came after that then?
Well, after that we released 1 in a Million in about September or something. I can't quite remember. It was about a year later, it must have been. Yeah, it's quite a gap. That's how bad the record company was. Yeah, well, that's how money we actually made from the single. And that was called 1 in a Million, and that shot us into the starlight of success. Basically, we had a high-profile video made for it. It was cost us about 4,000, but it was actually worth about 10,000. Shot in Northwich Regal Cinema, which is a very classy joint.
One of the largest screens around the world.
Yeah. It was filmed in Northwich, around about the place, and a lot got played on MTV and some other lesser channels.
Like BBC.
Yeah. And we did quite well. I got to number 5 in the indie charts. We broke the top 100 of the national charts. Yes, number 91 or something it was. And that was the second single.
Right.
It was a lot of fun.
So you've been touring at all?
Not recently, but we did a 1 in a Million tour, and played a lot of dives. That was a lot of fun. But we did headline the dives, so that was good. Despite the fact that the singles did all right, in the indie charts, nobody wanted to see us live. Yeah. We were obviously either people bought it on impulse, or we're just too hideous to watch.
It's any amusing stories about touring then?
Yeah.
Tell it to the camera.
I'll tell it to the camera. Right. It was cool. There was this place in Birmingham called the Jug of Ale.
Right.
Very small place, and the place that we were actually to play was upstairs in a bar of a pub type thing.
Right.
So we had to lug all our gear up this very, very thin spiral staircase, about a metre wide. Lug boxes and things up there, unpack it all, got in there. The sound system was very poor and small. Not that we deserved any better, but we were expecting better. And we were the only band playing, I think. Got to showtime. Obviously, we were all full makeup and metal regalia. Yeah. Came on stage.
Spandex trousers, cowboy boots, the works.
Oh yes,
naturally.
And there was 2 people out there, 2 girls, and the sound engineer. Anyway, determined, not to let that, get in the way of anything. We put on a full show with the full firework display and everything.
Got the pyrotechnics out.
And near the end, we were so bored of playing, and to a virtually unresponsive audience, that Rick started doing one-handed press-ups. We started doing a metal-style status quo duck walking. AC/DC. Ben and Phil were back-to-back like that, rocking.
Right.
And we were wigging out at the end of a song. Rick did the push-ups, and these two girls walked out, and just before they walked out, I jumped over the drum kit, went arse over tit, and did some break dancing on the stage. And at which point they just left. That was it. They were too scared, with a very frightened look on their faces, and that is the best story.
Some people no idea of showbiz, really.
No.
Yeah.
They don't know what it takes, and that took so much passion and energy from our souls that we were physically drained for about 2 days afterwards.
Yeah.
We couldn't play.
So,
Emotional drain.
who would you say your influences are?
I don't know. Smiths, maybe Phil Spector, and David Bowie in a big way, because David Bowie's rock.
With Bowie.
Yeah. So,
Right. I see. What was the Phoenix Festival like? Was it?
This year. Well, actually, no, it's a lie, because we're now in 1998, but we'll say last year, which was 1997. In the summer of 97, we played Phoenix Festival.
Right.
Bottom of the bill on the main stage, but the main stage, it's not to be sniffed at.
No, not at all.
And it was class. We've got some people there, a lot of Japanese people there. Yeah, they really do like the sus sound. I don't know why. Apparently, we were on a HMV listing post in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, and a bit like
Shampoo.
Bit like Shampoo, we're very big in Japan. I can't stress that enough. Can't stress how big sus are in Japan. If we sold an album over there, we could have made millions.
Yeah.
Got an album, we would have been sorted. I wouldn't be doing an interview now, because sus wouldn't exist. We'd all be set up islands in the Bahamas, an island each.
Yeah. Have you supported anyone with?
Yes, we supported very big. Well, effectively, it's Phoenix. We supported the Charlatans, because they played the same bill. Charlatans, Shed 7, Beth Orton.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. And it was probably the best day that we played on, so I think most of the tickets were sold for that day.
Right.
And that was cool. But we supported Fab Band's Northern Uproar and These Animal Men, I think they were called.
Yeah.
Which was and then we stopped touring with These Animal Men to go and do some on our own, but nobody came to watch us, but quite a few people came to watch These Animal Men. I think that was a very bad management decision there. And
Sacked the manager.
Yeah, we've prominently sacked the manager. Same bloke that managed D17, I think. Took 25% gross of all the net. And obviously touring never makes any money. So we got all the money before they had to pay everything out, and therefore they went bust. Poor fellas.
Yeah. So what do you think of the Charlatans then, really?
The Charlatans?
With
it being the Northwich boys, they're alright. I think they've got some good songs. I think that's it. Don't know, I haven't got any of their albums. I've got a couple of the singles. I thought the One to Another one was nice.
The only one I know, that was it.
That's a very still played on Radio 1.
Yeah.
Do you know who I saw in Tesco's the other day?
Who was that?
Martin Blunt, the bass player.
Really?
Shops in Tesco's, and so does
guy.
Nicky Tilsley off Coronation Street.
Say no more.
You don't get more rock and roll than that.
No. Yeah. Any further comments to add?
Band Network.
Oh,
right.
Band.
There's this thing in Northwich called the Band Network.
Double NED, that is.
Yes, and it's been set up for local bands. And we played on a Band Network gig, the second gig we did at the Rec, which was a lot of fun. This time, this was the height of what would you call it? Susmania, shall we say?
Well, that's or
should we call it sustitis? I don't know. Whichever
I
one
believe the troubles stem for everyone's deep passion swelling within.
Yeah,
the band.
and obviously a Northwich band breaking through into the scene. People were very excited and therefore got drunk.
Yeah.
So we played. We were headlining at this place,
fools.
and everybody very excited. And we came on, started playing, and I was at the back and couldn't see a lot because of the smoke and whatnot. But I noticed people didn't seem to be having a good time, and people weren't dancing about. They were at the start, but about 3 songs in, and I thought, hey, what's going on? Rick looked a bit worried, like the people were flooding out the room in droves. And near the end, we just had to stop playing, I think, and go into the back because there was a big fracas going, a massive fight, and a proper barroom brawl like the one out of the Blues Brothers or something like that. But some people from Green Bank just went up there for just a fight, basically, and it was packed. It was heaving with people. There must have been about about 200 and 300 people there.
Must have been like that, yeah.